Hello and welcome to today's episode and math lesson. My name is Anas and I'm a teacher in the International Knowledge School. First, we'll start by reviewing what we did in the last episode and then we'll move on to today's lesson. Okay, so very quickly, what we did the last time was matching shapes. So we have two shapes here which are different. Okay, so we have a circle, we have a square. Of course, we also have a triangle and a rectangle. All right, so these are four shapes: circle, square, triangle, and rectangle. Okay, so moving on from these. Now, if we draw this here, this is a circle or a big circle, and this is a small circle, but they are both the same. They are both circles, so they are the same. We can match them. Here we have a square and a small square. They are the same, big square and small square. So it doesn't matter what size they are the same. Okay, so moving on from these, if we draw a circle and a square, are they the same or different? Circle and square, are they the same or different? Of course, this is a circle and this is a square. So can you guess, are they the same or different? Yes, they are different. A circle is different from a square. So we can do this to say they are different. Different. Okay, so moving on to something else. Last episode's homework. Now count each shape. In the last episode we just matched them. In this episode we're going to count and write the numbers here. We have a circle, square, and rectangle. So let's see how many circles we have. Let's see. One, not a circle, not a circle, no, 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 no. Two, no, no. Three. This is a rectangle. So how many circles do we have? 1, 2, 3. So here we write 3 circles. Okay, next we have squares. So how many squares do we have? No, no. Okay. 1, no, no, no. 2, 3, no, no. 4, no, no. So how many squares do we have? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 squares. Now, last one is rectangle. So how many rectangles do we have? 1, no. 2, no, no. 3, no, no. 4, no, 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 no. 5. So we have 5 rectangles. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is between a rectangle and a square, but it's more of a rectangle. So we have 3 circles, 4 squares, and 5 rectangles. Okay, I hope you did that correctly the last time. If you did not, you can correct them now. So moving on to the next page. Now here, in today's lesson, we have something called sorting shapes. Okay, so we have four main shapes, which is a square, triangle, circle, and rectangle. Now we're going to sort these shapes in different ways. Shapes can be sorted in different ways. Okay, so let's take a look at what ways we can shape the shapes. Look at the shapes above. How many are there of each of these? Okay, so first we have large shapes. Large shapes. So large. Large is the opposite of small. Small shapes, large shapes. Okay, so let's take a look. This is large, so we can say this is 1. This is small, so we can't say it's 2 because this is bigger. This is larger than this one, so we can't count it. Okay, so 1, 2, small, no, small, small, big, 3, small, small, big. So 4. So how many large shapes do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 large shapes. Okay, so now I'm going to read through these exercises, and I want you to pause the video and do them on your own. After you try it, play the video again and check if the answers are correct or not. Okay, so we did this, large shapes. Next we have small shapes. Small, large or big. Then we have small, large, small. Large blue shapes. Large blue shapes. So what color is this shape? What color are these shapes? Blue. So large blue shapes. Here we have, what is this? A square. So how many squares do we have? Circles. How many circles do we have here? Blue shapes. How many blue shapes do we have here? Small yellow shapes. How many small yellow shapes do we have here? And then circles, just any circles, doesn't matter what color they are. And then at the end, we have yellow rectangles. So only yellow rectangles should be counted. Okay, go ahead and pause the video and try on your own, and then play the video again so we can go through the exercise. All right, if you pause the video and you played it, let's answer them together, and so you can check your answers. Small shapes, small shapes. How many small shapes do we have? This is big, no, small, 1, big, 2, small, small, 3, small, 4, small, 5. So how many small shapes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 small shapes. Just to make this easier, I'm just going to write L for large and S for small next to each shape here. So this is large, L. You can write it inside as well, L. Small, S. You can just write it inside as well. Large. Is this small or large? Small. Is this small or large? Large. Is it small or large? Small. Is it small or large? Small. Is it small or large? Small. Is it small or large? Yes, large. Okay, so this will make it a lot easier for us. The L is for large and the S is for small. Okay, so let's go through to number to E. Large blue shapes. So which of these are large blue shapes? So let's look at the blue shapes first. No, this is red, yellow, blue. So this is 1, yellow, yellow, red, blue, blue, red. So how many large blue shapes do we have? It's only 1. So we write 1 here. Okay, good. So how many squares do we have? Now, notice there is no color here. So it's any square of any color of any size. So we can choose any one that we like. Okay, 1. No, 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 no. 2. No. So how many squares do we have? 1, 2. So we have 2 squares. Okay, now we have only blue circles. So how many blue circles do we have? No, no, no. Yes, no, no. Yes, no, no. So here we have 1 and 2. 2 blue squares. Now we're highlighting or counting blue shapes. So how many blue shapes do we have? Red, no. Yellow, no. Yellow, no. Blue, yes. Yellow, no. Red, no. Red, no. Blue, yes. And blue, yes. So how many blue shapes do we have? 1, 2, 3. So I have 3 blue shapes. Small yellow shapes. We have small yellow shapes. Okay, so we're only looking at S and yellow. This is red, no. This is blue, no. This is yellow. Yes. So here we have small, small, small yellow shapes. So here we have 2. Okay. Now F, we only want circles. So we only want any circle of any size and any color. Now let's see. Square, no. Rectangle, no. Triangle, no. Circle, yes. 1, no, no. 2, no, no. So here we have 2 circles. Now in H, you only want yellow rectangles of any size, but they have to be yellow and they have to be a rectangle. So we have only these shapes which are yellow. So which of them are rectangles? 1, no, 2. So we have 2 yellow rectangles. Okay, that's pretty good. So I have large shapes, small shapes. Large blue shapes. Square. Blue circles. Blue shapes. Small yellow shapes. Circles. Yellow rectangles. Okay? Again, if you don't understand any of these, or if it was too fast, you can go back at any time and just try to do them at your own pace. You can pause after each exercise and do them on your own. Okay, now here we're going to sort these shapes. So we're going to join each shape to the matching pot. Now you notice that we have 1, 2, 3, 4 shapes, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4 pots. Now let's try to match them with the shapes that we have. Let's see. So this one has dots, it's yellow, and it has red dots. So what can we match it with? Of course, we can match it with this one. It's exactly the same shape. But we can also match it with this one, because it's also a rectangle that doesn't have any colors, but it is still a rectangle. Okay, great. Now we have a yellow rectangle with red stripes. It's the same shape as this one. You can match it here. And we can also match it here because they're also rectangles. So they're both exactly the same shape. Now here we have a circle, a yellow circle with red stripes. We don't have any yellow circles with red stripes here, but we have this pot with a circle, so we can match it with that as well. Here, this one, we have a yellow circle with red dots. Again, we don't have any yellow circles with red dots, so we can just match this right here. Okay, that is pretty good. Now let's go back and review what these shapes, or what color are these shapes. Now I'll explain this here very quickly. Of course, we have 2 shapes, which we'll start with the circle. So this is a circle. Okay, so we can call it a blue circle. Okay, now if this was another color, these are dots. Dots. So we can call it a white circle with blue dots. Okay, so this is what this shape is. It's a white circle with blue dots because it's white behind at the back, but the circles are, or the dots are blue. So it's a white circle with blue dots. Okay, now let's try something else. Again, a circle, but with this shape. Okay, so what is this shape? It's a white circle with blue stripes. So these are stripes, or you can call them lines. So we just can call them lines as well. So it's a white circle with blue lines. Again, white circle with blue lines. Okay, let's move on to the rectangle. This time, I'm going to give you a smart or a short pause so you can tell me, or you can guess, what the name of the shape or the color of the shape is. So here we have a rectangle, and we have dots here. Okay, so what color is this shape? Can you guess? Take a second. You can pause the video and try to guess. Again, I'll help you with the circles. This is a yellow circle with red dots. This is a yellow circle with red lines. What about this one? What can we call it? Okay, first let's look at the shape. It's a rectangle. What color is the rectangle from the inside? It's white. It's a white rectangle with blue dots. White rectangle with blue dots. Okay? So let's move on to the next one. Let's draw the rectangle again, but this time we'll have the shape a bit different. We'll change up the shape. Okay, so this is a rectangle again, but what is the color of the rectangle? What can we call it? Again, it's a white rectangle with blue stripes or blue lines. So white rectangle with blue lines. Okay? So first we say the color of the shape, and then the shape. So yellow rectangle, and then what's inside the shape? Yellow rectangle with red dots. Okay? That's very good. Good job. We can move on to the next exercise, which is try this. Now the homework for today is going to be outside of the book. It's going to be in the notebook if you have one, or a piece of paper if you don't have a notebook. Okay? Draw and color shapes to match the sort. So here we want to draw shapes exactly like the sort that we have here. Okay? So we have rectangles, red shapes, and red rectangles. Now I don't have any colors, so you'll have to do that alone, but I will draw the shapes with you so you can get an idea of how it is like. So here we have rectangles, but it doesn't say the color. So we can draw rectangles with any color that we like. So we can just draw maybe 3, maybe 4. You can draw as many rectangles as you want. And of course, as long as the shape is a rectangle, you can color them in any color you like. But it's important that you color them. Don't just leave them white. Don't leave all of them to be white like this. So we can just color one black with a pencil. If you have red, if you have blue, orange, or any color that you like. So you can just use that and color the rest of the shapes. Okay, now here we have red shapes. Here they told us what color they want, but not the shape. So as long as they are red, we can draw any shape that we like, but we have to color it in red. Okay? So we can draw a triangle, a rectangle, a square, another circle, another circle, a rectangle. But then you have to color all of these red. So the color for all of these has to be red. Now here we have the last exercise, which says red rectangles. So now we have to draw rectangles. Again, as many as you like. There is no limit. So you can fill the whole page or the whole square with rectangles, but you have to color them red. So you can draw as many rectangles as you want, but they have to be red rectangles. Okay? Your homework for today is to draw shapes different than mine and then color them exactly as it says in the exercise. If it doesn't say what color they should be, it's okay. You can color them with any color that you like, and then you're done. Okay? So to review very quickly, we have 4 main shapes. Let's draw them here. Circle, square, rectangle, and triangle. So these are the 4 main shapes that we used in these exercises. Circle, square, rectangle, and a triangle. That's it for today for the math lesson. I hope you learned something new, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.